Deputy Chief Minister Gai Khangam appeals to people to safeguard territorial integrity of Manipur. Zhaliangrong Union demands first guiding use museum in Tamenglong. And Fasama landslide triggers oil scarcity in Manipur. Hello and welcome. You're watching Impact Primetime News. I'm Butcher Malambam with the top stories. Deputy Chief Minister Gai Khangam today said it is time for all the sections of the society to come together and think how to safeguard the territorial integrity of the state. Gai Khangam was referring to the threat looming over the territorial integrity of Manipur following the Naga Peace Accord. Gai Khangam said Manipur is reeling under various issues. He said the time has come for the people to forget their differences and come together for the sake of territorial integrity. Deputy Chief Minister met the statesman during the launch of All Manipur Working Journalist Union's distinctive press jacket at Manipur Press Club. He said security forces can now easily identify the media persons by the jackets. Amju launched the jacket so that media persons do not face problems during conflict situation. Information and Public Relations Director Somordit Salam, Amju President Wangkhemcha Samjai were among those present at the event.
Manipur territorial integrity, Manipur interest, Shopayade Hadana, Munum Panadana, government, Praza, civil society, I quite Punamak Huptuna, let me know government Masida, I quick walk alone, Inazi Punamaxe, dilute Torga, sideline Tobuduna, Labisina ID, I quick up Oigadra, Oiridra, have say, I comes in here.
All Manipur Working Journalist Union President Wangkhemcha Samjai said the jacket is made by using special material and logo to avoid duplication. Samjai said the jackets will be distributed to all the members of Amju and for the media persons who are working as correspondents for the national media in the state. He said Amju will try to make jackets available to the media persons working in the hill districts. He expressed the hope that the jackets will solve the problems faced by the media persons during conflict situation.
Machine and a place relation between how we have a similar tapi and job for you to pumping. As a matter of fact, in Han, East, and West, and Itawa, Michigan, Sanjay, Pulsite over Mediaga, a good stay of the young one of the press, sometimes
Deputy Chief Minister Gai Khangam yet again reiterated that government is trying to hold talk with the representatives of JCILPS and resolve the ILPS issue. Replying to a query at Manipur Press Club, he said talks were held with JCILPS 3 times and the government agreed to include the 5-point demand of JCILPS. He, however, maintained that there is a need to hold another round of talks to bridge the differences and government has all doors open for such talks. Mention may be met that the talks between government and JCILPS began at 3:30 p.m. today.
Point Manga so koi Tanner Kanda almost accommodate loin Tauretanco. Adabo I already lady overlapping Taudanaba. Adugum from Kratado Natana. I think demand to the Ayamada Yare low time. Adugi main issue that demanded the and if I am accommodate Taurel away. I think Makoisho some audio ties Haram Makantorga, so I didn't tuna Janama Purakanim Nakali.
Haigang MLA Nongthombam Biren of Congress has accused the BJP-led NDA government of not maintaining transparency in regard to Manipur's territorial integrity. Biren made the statement on his Facebook account. The statement comes after Prime Minister Narendra Modi yesterday kicked off year-long centenary celebration in honor of freedom fighter Rani Gaidinliu, and Donor Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh announced allocation of fund of rupees 983.08 lakh by the ministry for setting up a library cum museum at Kohima dedicated to Rani Gaidinliu. MLA Biren said instead of setting up the first library cum museum of the freedom fighter at her hometown in Tamenglong, why should it be set up in Kohima? MLA Biren questioned whether there were secret agreements between the centre and NSC and IM during the Naga Peace Accord. The MLA accused the centre of embarrassing the people of Manipur, especially the Jalyangrong tribe. He said this act of centre should be protested at the strongest term. Mention may be made that Nagaland Tribes Council (NTC) had earlier objected to the setting up of library cum museum at Kohima. Meanwhile, Jalyangrong Union also expressed that the proposed library cum museum must be first built in Tamenglong, Manipur, the birthplace of Rani Gaidinliu, and may thereafter be built in other parts of the country.
Magi heng mareba magi makhun magi yimphom makta poloi bigraba mafam maduda museum saba adi sakha thorangi saba ase yamna definitely oidaba yadaba tawdaba yadaba wafam ni aduna hayeng karyani tungda charon sronda karya history ri amom tamdasu raji gadilugi mafam da sal yenu lambi thong hajan sembiregade khogi kana boigini aduga Pokuna Manipur the boy, Adoga, Semana, Atopa Lamdam, the same by say, a quick walk, Yaning de.
Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee (NPCC) accused the BJP-led NDA government at the centre of attempting to create communal disharmony among the Nagas. NPCC said the Saffron Party had relentlessly eulogized Rani Gaidinliu and her Heraka fate to gain a foothold in the state. NPCC said by hailing Gaidinliu as a pro-India Naga icon for her opposition to the Naga national movement, the centre has insulted the memory of thousands of Nagas who laid down their lives and suffered the brunt of atrocities during the Indo-Naga armed conflict. NPCC said the state's Democratic Alliance of Nagaland government, headed by Chief Minister T.R. Jaliang, was more than happy to oblige ally NDA in its effort to project Gaidinliu as the spiritual leader of the Nagas. It warned that BJP and the Nagaland government would be held responsible for any outcome that may arise from the issue that has far-reaching ramifications for Naga society. Although NPCC clarified that they have no objection to the centre commemorating Gaidinliu's birth centenary, but expressed concern over what is termed an attempt to polarize the people of Nagaland and distort the history of the Nagas. The NPCC didn't spare Nagaland Governor P.B. Acharya either. NPCC said they would not tolerate any attempt by the BJP-RSS combined to replicate its deadly cocktail of politics and religion in Nagaland. A team of JDU Manipur State led by the party's president will participate in the National Executive Council meeting to be held in Delhi. The team left Imphal today. The landslide in Fesema on Imphal-Dimapur Road along National Highway 39 has triggered scarcity of petroleum products in Manipur. The closure of National Highway 39, which is also known as the lifeline of Manipur, has created major problems to the people of the state. Most of the petrol pumps in Imphal city were closed today as fuels went out of stock. Few petrol pumps supplied petrol this morning, but in the afternoon the stock exhausted, although a few petrol pumps are supplying diesel. No IOC officials were available when Impact News tried to confirm whether fuel will be available tomorrow. Vice President of Northeast People Organization NEPO, Swadesh Sarkar, today told Impact News that the economic blockade was called off after Assam government asked for time to hold talks with the centre and Manipur government. Swadesh, however, warned that the counter-agitation will continue if any news of harassing non-Manipuri broke out within the next 7 days. Reminding that there is no question of clash with the people of Jiribam, Swadesh said JCILPS may try to get the demand of ILPS. They will also demand for a law similar to ILPS. After Imphal-Dimapur road remained cut off for the last few days due to landslide at Phesama in Nagaland, transport vehicles will not be able to move on Imphal-Jiribam road as Barak Bridge snapped this morning. President of All Manipur Truck Owners Welfare Association, Hizam Ranjit, accused the border road organization of turning the bridge into a major source of income for them. Recalling that this is the third time the bridge is facing a major problem, Ranjit said the matter should be propped by a team of CBI or Central Vigilance Officer. He also said a team of Works Department and Minister concerned should inspect the bridge.
Mapu Pandavadona, Haiba Jiribam Lamiji, Mapu Pandavadona, Biaroda, Toning Mamung the Toba, pre-hand target, Tambashiki, Topaneva. I don't know, Hojik. State government lane a Karigi, Haiba Tongi, Namusumang, and Asijum Petare, Karigi, Guarito, the women Kagino. Questions in hungry questions. Biaroda in hungry questions. Don't community and a land we are ever say in the Agamengi, Gazette notification, Tokana. National Highway Amada Thak the Lagraba 1971 the Gazette the Yagraba in the Agomengi Gazette the Yagraba National Highway in Amani Haina Lagraba Pochibutun Kumedi in a land by Arway Chibu Kanana Tinduinova.
Sapam Ramesh and Sapam Ongbi Babita, parents of Sapam Robin Hood, have expressed their gratitude to individuals and several organizations who have been supporting the bereaved family morally and financially. Speaking to media at their house at Lariyangmam Lekai, they said they are thankful to the people for their support and encouragement. Ramesh also said they are grateful to the people who extended help to them when he and his wife admitted to CJ Hospital.
Iraiba Iramdam Sigi, Koiki Lup Lekai Oiba, Miamna, Koi Katpirapa, Koiki Sinabiriba, Magi Matomangam Pangtopada, Natraga Magi Karigumba, Posakama Sap, Korpa Mutina Simbaki, Samatam da, Season of View, Haidana, Tingbam Biramba, Potlam, Chalam Punamak, take the Kaidana Tamjari, Lebak Miamda, Mapama Oina, Aina Tobimal, Kang Utsari.
Women vendors of 4 markets in Quaramban Bazaar will stage a sit-in from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. on August 28 to demand in-line permit system in Manipur. Council of Teachers Association will also hold protests demanding a solution to the ILPS issue and resumption of classes in all educational institutes. The teachers will stage protest on August 29 from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The association in a press release said teachers from primary to higher secondary schools will take part in demonstration. 4 students who were arrested and kept at Tagyal Observation Home for fasting unto death in demand for implementation of ILP in the state allegedly escaped from the home. The students later continued their protest in front of the Desam office at Kaishampat. The students are Loitongbam Prem Kumar, Moirang Tem Nelson, Suresh Ketrimeum and Salam Nivash. With the third phase of striking students, a total of 10 students are undergoing fast in front of Desam office.
Government na praja singshida thiamagi mawongda aduma matamadu laga pastor matamadu laga pastor matam sum yaitu aga pastor tau tau de bai mawong tokpa praja de thiamagi mawong tok pasida khoi yaning da phokdok chaboina ihok ji khoi gi khongjang ji ju mai pak parom da mayon kadra mayon khoi khongjang ji char omaina hangal sa ke thawa ka se hangal sa ke khongjang si changan jarak pone
khoina ada manung da leiba kan sida moina adugi kenoda pidaba uhandaba adu uhandabdagi akoina keno tawbudagi akoi mayam leiminariba akoi mayam se keno taraga tholakpani mapanda.
Demonstrations were carried out at various locations demanding in-line permit system. All Manipur Bar Association today staged a sit-in in front of Cherab Court Complex, Uripok. On the other hand, young students staged sit-ins at Uripok Sinam Lekai and Bachaspati Lekai. JSC against the killing of Robin Hood staged a women's only sit-in at Lariyangmam Lekai. The protesters shouted slogans demanding implementation of in-line permit system in the state. Navy Club Iram Sifai and Iram Sifai Apunba Maira Paibi jointly organized a sit-in and public meeting demanding ILPS at Navy Club Iram Sifai yesterday. Nupi Thaudang Kanglup and Self-Help Laifrakpam also held a public meeting at Laifrakpam Community Hall. ILPS Demand Committee Herangoi-thong SWC area has imposed a ban on the non-Manipuris engaged in various trades from carrying out their business in the area until ILPS is implemented in the state. In a press release, the committee warned the people not to keep them in rented houses and engage them for works. Women Welfare Association and Yaifa Lamjing Loop Club of Kwerengay Nilakuthi Lamkhai, Yaifa Thausil Nupi Loop and Seva Dal Youth Club of Kongampat Kunau, staff and agents of LIC, Imphal Brands and Chongtham Apanba Maitei of Nambol Thongkha today extended financial assistance to JCILPS Medical Helpline RIMS. One person died when he was attacked by an unidentified miscreant with an axe at Awang Potsangwam under Sekmai Police Station. The victim has been identified as Ngangbam Ibungo, 60, son of Let Ibohol, originally from Kanto Santipur, currently staying at Awang Potsangwam. The incident occurred last night around 9 at a shade at Awang Potsangwam water supply scheme. Sources said 3 to 4 persons, including Ibungo, had a feast at the shade last evening. Ibungo was attacked at the shade after argument ensued among them. Injury marks were found in his neck and abdomen. Forensic team picked up the body and deposited it at RIMS morgue. The identities of other persons with whom Ibungo had the feast are yet to be ascertained. All Manipur Students Union MSU will observe the 50th Hunger Marchers Day on the 27th of this month. 50 years ago on this day, 4 persons, including 3 students, died when police fired at the students who were protesting against artificial scarcity of rice in Manipur. MSU has been observing the day as Hunger Marchers Day. Speaking to media, MSU Secretary General Manjit Sarangtham expressed concern at the state not having a price fixation committee.
Manipur Miyam Hamadi Mahiroi Kunai Tamoida Kongal Mroidaba Yankairak Suba Saklam Concert Ningsing Numit Nasidi Yankay Mapung Parakle. Mayru singing Sinkubum, Singame Pishum Singada, Hekat Lekat Tamlava Matunda, Manipur Koleski, multipurpose holder, Miam Giba, Mifum Pantuksagani, Numit Asida, Lamdamse Leviba, Tonganba, Club Organizations, Mera Paibi, Mahiroi, Pumnamakna, Sharuk, Gabiu, Loinana, Numit Asida Kanagumba, Lup Amatana Ban, Block Chimatovino, Loinana, Manipur Government and Asifa with the Price Fixation Committee, Semdava, Amadi, Lamdam Sida, Chamber of Commerce, Mito Mian Chasing, Sahili Sang, Sina Pyra, Lakman Kanda, Lamdam Sigi Miam, the Mito Mian Chasing, Sananing Ba Mong, the Lepning on the Portagum, Leblibashi, Equipuna, Miam, Humnatimino Matokta.
Acting on a report on presence of cash of warlike stores, troops of 12 Bihar Battalion of 9 Sector AR and Imphal West Police Commandos launched a joint operation in Uchiwa on Monday. In a press release, PRO headquarters IGR said 1 9mm pistol, 1 9mm carbine machine gun along with magazine local made, 2 Chinese hand grenades, 27 rounds of 12mm, 3 IED delay fuse, 2 IED circuit, 10 meters Chinese Cortex flexible wire and 1 kg IED. The seized items were handed over to Mayang Imphal Police Station. Now it's time for a short break. We'll be back soon. Keep watching Impact News. Welcome back. You're watching Primetime News. The Home Guard Quarters complex of Sangai Pro FCI Godown has been occupied by non-locals. It is reported that the non-locals have been staying in the Home Guard Quarters complex for the last 7 to 8 months. Many of them have procured Aadhaar cards by giving FCI Godown as their address. Members of Mayai Koibi Development Association, Pakangba Cultural Club, Lukram Lairak Youth Club, Thaunauzam Laikai Development Association, Sangai Pro Mamang Laikai Women Development Association, and Maira Paibi Softera Lukram Lairak stormed the FCI Godown at Sangai Pro. They asked non-locals to vacate the complex. The situation calmed down after Sangai Pro FCI area manager Depot Moirang Them Yaima assured the people that the quarters will be vacated by the 31st of this month. Lukram Lairak Youth Club President Mayeng Bam Dorendro said they have no issue with the non-locals if they stay at proper place. He said it is wrong on the part of the non-locals to occupy the complex. Relief Center for the Welfare of Differently Abled Persons, Manipur will organize a 15-day free basic computer course and sign language course. The course, which will be held from September 1 to 15, will give UBUNTUOS training to visually impaired and ORCA speech to hearing impaired.
koi Ubuntu na Linux ni platform da anova software oina akoi inong na koi blind singi da makal mathingi kamaina sijina khot project si matana kitang tamde ta ke tawne ai sai koi mana pangbi singina ma pa ising thakningi haibda kamaina sign tawba ani iru janingba khoningba brush tawningba ani ma pa da wa haining khoningba yumda legadaba koi misam amna masa maron dang lainaba khonna pigi matangda si batang sinjagadamne.
Information and Broadcasting Ministry has decided to organize notice film festivals in all metro cities of the country next year onwards. Secretary in the ministry, Bimal Julka, said the ministry has been receiving suggestions from several groups and they are seriously looking into it. Bimal Julka said the ministry was trying to invest on advertisements prior to events related to the Northeast. He said there is a lot of talent in the Northeast, so the ministry is constantly trying to make its best efforts to showcase the talent so that the people of the region get the best advantage of it. A 3-day film festival with the theme Fragrances of the Northeast was recently organized to give a platform to movie makers from the region to showcase their talent. A total of 21 movies from 6 communities of the Northeast were screened. The 22nd annual session of Manipur Sahitya Parishad Bishnupur district branch will be held on December 13th. The 8th Khoirom Tomchow Ningsing Gold Medal and Lakshmi Gomati Mayum Award will also be presented on the day. Now in sports, SU Sagolban beat BMSC Taubungkok 1-0 in the 5th league match, while DM Rao Sekmai defeated SKYC Sekmai 1-0 in the 6th league match of the 16th S. Birendra Singh Memorial Super Division Football League tournament today. YWC Malom will play BMSC Taubungkok in the first match and DM Rao Sekmai will take on KSC Lambulen in the second match on August 27 at Malom Terakha ground. Baby Suchitra Khuraiza Memorial Junior Girls Football League Tournament kicked off today. In the first match of the tournament, ESU Wangkait trounced AMMA Andro 9-0. In another match, Nifso KB and SSC Sector ended in a goalless draw. 4 teams are taking part in the tournament organized by Imphal East District Football Association at SWC Ground Khoman. ESU Wangkai will play SSC Sector, while Ama Andro will play Nifso KB on the 27th of this month. S. Vidyasagar won the under-13 boys singles of the 8th Imphal West District Badminton Championship. In under-35 men's doubles, the pair of M. Dipak and O. Basanta beat K. Jadu and P. Pilas 21-18 and 21-15 to win the title. R.K. Arish won the under-17 and under-19 boys event, while Vilinda H. won the under-15 girls event. The tournament concluded today. That's all we have for the time being, but before we wind this session of the bulletin, let's have a look at the headlines once again. Deputy Chief Minister Gai Khangam appeals to people to safeguard territory of Manipur. Jaliangrong Union demands first Garden Use Museum in Tamenglong. And Fesama landslide triggers oil scarcity in Manipur.